Welcome back to Mystery Mondays, the Monday mystery show for more Seeking Island. I got this graphite powder now, so I figured I would I'd take a break from talking to everybody and try to dust for fingerprints in the rain. So let's see how that works out for me. It won't let me do it. All right. So much for not talking to people for a minute. Right back to talking to people. Maybe I'll find some fingerprints I can dust for somewhere where it's not raining. I'm racking my brain at the moment, trying to think about where I could dust for fingerprints for. Can I compare for fingerprints? No. That means I can't dust anything in my inventory for fingerprints, because if I click this, see, you can't. Oh, that's a different inventory too. What if I use the graphite powder on my clues? Like that. Nope, that doesn't do it either. I tried before I started the recording to solve the puzzle piece. I still don't think I have enough. I don't think I have enough stuff still. The declarations are still throwing me. I think I have the material. I'll put it together. See, I've got these two. It must be these two material clues. It must be. Certainly. And then these two for the pics. That makes sense. These two. That makes sense. Who was there? The footprints. There's two footprints. Lorenzo's jacket. Baida's necklace. All this was found at the Belvedere. But then the only P I only have two P's. These two P's are the only two P's I have. They're not very useful. I tried both of them, but you know, there's no. You got this one right. You got some of them right. I went over this in the last episode. The declarations are all over the place. I'm not gonna go through those. I'm not gonna go over those right now. There's too many of them. I picked a bunch of them. I still don't know if I picked the right ones because I don't know if I have a print. I have the prints I need. We'll go ahead and bother these two again. It's surely bothering everybody over and over and over again. Eventually, will pay off.
What did Lorenzo do after having received orders to continue the construction from Jones?
Lorenzo had to obey.
Why do you know about this?
To sink in the sea. Because under the island it is not solid enough. This is an island for cabins, that is all.
It doesn't sound like an island at all.
Sorry, but I understand.
Yeah, so the whole island's not sinking.
I would like to have some things in this
the tower's sinking into the ground.
You have to ask Lorenzo, Jack Norm.
So there's still ground all the way down. Right? The island's not floating. That's what I was worried about.
Defend your interests well?
Old Jones thought that we were too stupid to defend ourselves. He thought he could do whatever he wanted here. But this island is ours and no one else's.
It's just the ground's soft. And so a big tower will sink into it.
Walter Jones was cheated well and good. But did he appeal this judgment?
Mahdiva Company cheated old Jones because it held the money from Jones to buy the island. The island is ours. This is as it should be.
Jones was
just
not
keep
the type
talking
to
about
take
this
a
trial.
fight like this lying down.
We'll talk about the whole trial.
The status of the
Or are we going to
appeal.
talk about the whole trial with Baida too? And she just goes, oh? Whoop? Whoop? But we keep asking over and over, what about the trial? What about the trial? What about the trial? Whoop?
So, what was Lorenzo Battaglieri doing in the rocks near the Tortoise Belvedere last night?
You are evil, Jack Norm.
Why am I evil? I didn't say Lorenzo killed old Jones. I said, I mean...
Many lobsters come to the traps.
I'm just asking questions, man. I'm trying to get to the bottom of things. I can't get to the... I don't know any of you people.
What is this pyramid, then?
My daughter fell from Hawita. She tried to free herself from the hands of old Jones. They both lost their balance. Jones was paralyzed. My daughter was almost dead. I took care of her for a long time. Lorenzo helped me. She has recovered now. But she will never speak again.
That's your expert opinion as like a psychologist. She damaged her windpipes in the fall. Oh, she was moving. I
just
couldn't
have some
talk to her while
questions
she was
to ask you.
walking. Okay, good. He won't ask her about the trial at
So,
all.
what was Lorenzo Battaglieri doing in the rocks near the Tortoise Belvedere last night? Okay, quiet, please. Good girl. Be quiet.
Alright, you don't need to be so sarcastic, Jack Norm. Alright, well, let's make the rounds again. Everybody?
I need a key.
Oh, wrong door. Whoops, sorry.
I am here, Jack.
I am entirely at your disposition, Inspector.
Sorry, but I understand nothing about architecture. I would
Neither
like to
does
have
he.
some things in this
He's a
sketchbook
politician.
explained.
Listen, Inspector, why don't you question Lorenzo directly?
In fact,
Already
please
did.
forgive me. I just have some questions to ask you.
I'll ask everybody, though.
Sorry, but I understand nothing about architecture. I would like to have some things in this sketchbook explained.
Jack, in my view, you should ask Lorenzo.
If
He is the
time is
only
a
one who can answer you.
an object in this game, like if it doesn't seem, I don't understand how time works. It still says pause. It was still 4 p.m. It's been 4 p.m. since the beginning of last episode, since before the beginning of last episode. I don't know what causes time to move forward. But if it is possible for me to take too long and ask too many of the wrong questions and lose, I'm not starting this game over. So, you know, that'll be the end of Jack's story. He's a loser cop who failed. You know, I guess he'll sink to the bottom of the ocean or something.
Can't wait. Well, Inspector.
Sorry, but I understand nothing about architecture.
I'm gonna
I would
keep
like to have
doing
some
this
things
because
in
they
this
put these
sketchbook explained.
things
I don't
in
know
my
anything about it, Inspector. Ask the architect. In my view, he's the only one who can enlighten you.
Okay.
They don't give me, like, they do allow me to not ask certain people certain questions, or like they don't allow me to ask certain people certain questions.
Stop this search immediately, or I'll call your superior and file a complaint.
All right, that's fine. I was just checking. Don't worry, just tested the waters. Like he wouldn't ask Ba'id about the trial. I don't remember if he asked any of these people about the trial. I don't remember if he asked Ba'id about the trial. He's definitely not given me the option to ask certain people certain questions. That much I know for sure. So that's why I have to, if it gives me the option to ask a question, I have to ask it.
Your assistance to
I'm
clarify
required.
certain points. Sorry, but I understand nothing about architecture. I would like to have some things in this sketchbook explained.
You'd better ask Lorenzo for this, Inspector Norm.
Of course.
Okay.
What was I thinking? I would like to ask you 2 or 3 questions. Excuse me, I am
See,
distracted.
I already
I have
must
what
have
I need.
asked him
See you
about
later.
this. I already asked him about that. If for some reason the game is just like, you have to figure out who to ask about this, I wonder who you should ask about this. If that is what it was doing, then it should have at least taken the option away after I asked Lorenzo already. All right, I solved your puzzle. But I can't just leave dialogue options there because they take them away once I ask them. It's telling me, all right, sweep through all
I wanted
these.
to ask you some questions.
That's what that design is telling me.
Sorry, but I understand nothing about architecture. I would like to have some things in this sketchbook explained.
I am a man of letters, Inspector. I'm
Yeah, I
not
know.
very practical-minded, and have even less
I know.
talent as a Mr. Fix-It. I think you'd do better to ask the architect who designed the plans for this building.
Okay.
In fact, please forgive me.
I already did that though. Where would I dust for fingerprints at? If I was a fingerprints, where would I be dusted at? The wheelchair was the only thing I could think of. Dust the wheelchair. But it was raining, so I do understand why it didn't let me dust the wheelchair. It's just that's the only thing I can think of worth dusting right now. I guess I could have checked Walter Jones's face. I think we already concluded that we had the right. Let's skip Lorenzo's study again for now. Oh, I skipped to Lorenzo's study. Damn it.
Excuse me, just one question. It won't be too long. Excuse me, I am distracted. I have what I need. See you later.
Great. Right, there's Billy in the lounge, but I guess we'll check Lorenzo's study again. Do a sweep. If there's any, see if anything catches my eye for that could use a fingerprint dust. And I don't know what would surprise me here. Oh, Sandra was here? That wouldn't surprise me either. I did get the fingerprint dust from here, though. I got it from right here. Oh. I guess I missed some things the last time I was here. Alright, this is another... another document that I have to ask every single person about. Great, I'm glad I missed this.
What happened to the maintenance staff of the tower after that?
Back to their homes, probably.
Alright,
All these
thanks.
people were deprived
At least
of
you
their
had something to
jobs
say
by the
about it.
health and safety inspectors from Saleh, and they were bribed by Madiva.
Apparently a lot to say.
A hotel of this size, deprived of all its staff. It's a darn problem, I'd say.
I cannot
A
tell
darn
you,
problem.
Inspector, but sometimes one has no choice. I paid the fine and the outstanding balance of all the employees, and I took legal action against Madiva. One day they'll pay for all their malpractice and corruption.
Sure, I see.
Oh, the staff. Right. Everything's so disjointed because of me not having that document earlier.
Has your investigation reached such a laborious point that you have to tyrannize people like this?
Excuse me, I am distracted.
It is.
I have what I need. See you later.
Okay, good. I won't ask literally everybody about this document. Good. Okay, that's not fair. I didn't ask Baida about the previous document. I don't think. No, I did ask her about the architect one though, didn't I? Think that one I did ask literally everybody. Maybe I haven't asked Billy yet. I'll surely talk to him in a minute. All right, tell me about what you know about this staff document.
Why did I find this in your things, Lorenzo? I expect to find this kind of paper in Nolan's office.
Nolan put me in charge of firing the employees. Just
What?
gave
Why?
me the file that comes with it.
For what reason was the hotel staff fired?
Mr.
A more
Jones
important
had hired
question,
some
why
people
were
from
you in
police
charge of
Colio,
it?
And he thereby hoped to have him abandon the lawsuit he'd filed against Jones to drive him out of Segura. After that, he was quick to be rid of them. That's how Mr. Jones treated people. Now I'm faced with the maintenance of the tower on my shoulders alone.
Alright, don't whine about it. I
What happened to
as
the
you keep
maintenance
asking
staff of
questions.
the tower after that?
I don't know anything, Norm. All I know is that Colio's friends were fired like dirt. It's now been 15 days.
Oh, there were Colio's friends. Where are they?
A hotel of this size, deprived of all its staff. It's a darn problem, I'd say.
Tell me about it, Norm. I think the way the friends of Old Man Colio were fired from here is utterly scandalous. And so, all the dirty work has fallen on me. I can't take care of the maintenance of this tower all by myself, can I? So, as Jones asked before he died, the heirs would only have the same standing as local personnel who'd been withdrawn. An excellent occasion to prove that they're not idlers and good-for-nothings. Each one had to contribute to the housework.
Sure, I
okay.
see.
Why were there so many exclamation points on that?
I'm all yours, Inspector Norm. I mean, in a manner of speaking.
Excuse me, I am distracted. I have what I need. See you later.
So we got a new declaration that's not helpful to me at all right now, huh? Which one? Where is it? I don't see that on here. I don't know why it flashed at me. Did I get a new puzzle I could Good. I would be happy about a new puzzle I could solve because maybe it would be one I could solve. Okay,
Sorry,
he will
but I
have.
understand nothing about
Oh,
architecture.
nope.
I would like to
Alright,
have some
now
things
I've
in this
asked
sketchbook
literally
explained.
everybody about this one.
It's best to ask the architect, don't you think?
Yeah, that's fine. See you later, Billy. But I won't ask him about the staff, apparently. So far, just Lorenzo and Nolan. I guess Colio is the next. Colio will probably have stuff to say about that, since they're his friends, I guess. Maybe he will have kept in touch with them. They're actually friends. Maybe he'll know where they are. Do they live on this island? Didn't Nolan say something about them going back home? This is the worst place to walk. I always hate walking out here. Can't you guys move into the hotel for a while? Just at least until I finish my investigation. I know it's sinking, but it shouldn't sink at that amount of time.
I'd like to chat with you for a moment. For what reason was the hotel staff fired?
Old Jones did not give a damn for the men whom I asked to come and work in the tower. These men will never trust me again. I betrayed them. Do you
So
understand?
they're not actually your friends. They're just some business associates. He knew. There's some people he knew he had a business relationship with. It couldn't have been deeper than that, because otherwise he would be. I think they would understand. Like, he got screwed too.
What happened to the maintenance staff of the tower after that?
They went back to their houses on other islands.
Other islands,
Walter
okay.
Jones drove them away like dogs. It's me who made them come here, Jack Norm. So they are furious at me. This is
Why?
natural.
This is not natural.
A hotel of this size, deprived of all its staff. It's a darn problem, I'd say.
I did not want this business to lead to the firing of my friends. My diva stole from me. My diva cheated me, Jack Norm. My diva did as much harm to me as to old Jones.
All
I
right.
understand.
I don't really understand. They had jobs. Did they give up? It sounds like they lived on other islands, just doing fishing and living in a hut like you guys probably. What's the problem? Like, what is the actual problem? They had to move here to this island for a couple months or whatever. They worked a job and then they got fired and they went back home. What is the problem? Why would they be so upset at you? I could kind of understand, like, oh man, it sucks. I got fired from that job. It seemed like a pretty good opportunity to better my life. And now that opportunity is taken away from me. I'm back to square one. But why would you get mad at the person that recommended you to that job in the first place? He has nothing to do with what happened after that. Unless you had a purely business relationship with this person. And you saw it as him fucking up, giving you with some business stuff. But considering he said they went home to live on other islands, and I see him living on this island by himself, it seems, is what he wants. He didn't want Walter Jones here. He doesn't want Walter Jones' family or employees living here. Other than the ones that came from other islands, he was fine with, I guess. But it seems like he's happy to just be living here, him and his daughter. So the other islands must be close enough that they can regularly, like, have some sort of socialization. But then they're treating him like, you fucked up one little job that didn't work out. I'm cutting you off for the rest of your life. We're no longer friends. This is not reasonable. These are not reasonable people.
You can't pass me up, can you, Jack? I will just love it if you continue like this.
Excuse me, I am distracted.
Your accent's making it hard for me to tell if you're being a bitch or not. I can't tell.
Just one question. I won't be here for long.
Either your wife's trying to, your girlfriend's trying to cheat on you with me, or she wants me to leave. Either way, I'm leaving. Because you have been no help. Which tells me that Claire is probably also going to be no help. Billy was no help. I would think everybody else would have something to say. I mean, Lorenzo was talking like he was shouldering the duties by himself. But he also said that everybody has been having to pull their weight. And I know
See you later.
Claire's been in charge of the cooking. Great. Thanks. I got excited. I got this icon here. I was like, what's this? I don't remember this. I wouldn't remember that. If I've done that before, there's no way. He opens the drawer. He closes the drawer. Thanks, Jack. I can take something. I realized I haven't been checking the back of everybody's suites. I obviously can't go in the bedroom. They won't allow it. What was that? It was a clue. Another document. What is this? Okay.
All this is very touching.
Hold on, let's get them to say, no, you can't go back
Keep
there.
a cool head and be reasonable, Inspector. You don't have the right to search here without a search warrant from the magistrate.
I'm just testing the waters.
Oh, no. You're not troubling me, Inspector.
What did Walter Jones tell you regarding his estate?
Yesterday, at the end of the morning, he referred to his will. He told us that he intended to do things in a way that was just and fair for everyone. I have nothing more to say on this subject, Inspector.
What did Walter Jones tell you regarding his estate?
Marco doesn't tell me everything, you know. He still keeps some small secrets from me.
Without a doubt. Thank you.
All right. So we're back to this. We're back to asking people who don't know.
What did Walter Jones tell you regarding his estate?
Walter Jones completely changed his attitude with his grandchildren.
He has a lot to say
He
about
wanted
this,
to bequeath
apparently.
them all his money. Well, so much the better. But after all the terrible things he did to them, it's a little late.
It's never too late for some money. It doesn't buy you forgiveness. But you don't need forgiveness, you're dead. Thanks for the money.
What did Walter Jones tell you regarding his...
Oops. Oops. Did I get something for that? It doesn't look like it. I'm not gonna worry about it then. See you later, Billy.
What did Walter Jones tell you regarding his estate?
My grandfather brought us together to tell us about his will. He told us that we, my brothers and I, were his heirs. It might be true, but it doesn't change my feelings for him in any way. You can't buy me, Mr. Norm.
I thank
that's
you for
fine.
your help.
See, that's that's a better way to put it.
Obviously, you're on my track,
Obviously, still
Inspector.
take the money. Obviously, you're a prudent woman. You're taking the money. I'm sure.
What did Walter Jones tell you regarding his estate?
I wasn't sleeping with Walter Jones, and I was no longer his confidant. So go look for your clues in the minds of the heirs, Norm. You'll find something to feed your curiosity.
Without
Well,
a doubt.
you had the document in your list of things I could talk to you about, so I'm asking you about it. And you'll spare me the lip next time. They won't spare me the lip. These people will never spare me the lip.
What did Walter Jones tell you regarding his estate?
I'm scarcely under any illusions, Inspector. I don't think that my wife will inherit from her grandfather.
Oh, it was a lie?
Mr. Jones was a greedy and ungrateful character. It's a sad truth. Sonia would well deserve to inherit from him after everything he has put us through.
Interesting.
Wait, what's this document say? Oh, it's about the will, but it doesn't specify what that means. So he's the first person that shot straight with me because I didn't read the document myself earlier. all the people I talked to about it before seem to be like, yeah, we're getting there's some money coming. It says it wants to talk to us about the will. But that seems not necessarily be the case. It might be. You're getting nothing.
That's okay.
I needed to tell you that.
Please.
Maybe Nolan will know something more.
I'm awfully sorry, but I've got things to do.
That's too bad.
What did Walter Jones tell you regarding his estate?
Walter Jones led me to believe that he wanted to make up with his grandchildren. He loved them despite all their deceptions. And
Well,
he
if it was
wanted
what I just said, then it seems like he was lying to the lawyer too.
I'll take note of it.
Let's check the back of his office again. I can't go through here, but look around at the bookshelves. Oh, what's this?
Books on very different subjects. In English, in German, in French. There's a Spanish one here. It's strange for someone as organized as Walter Jones.
This is Walter
I must
Jones's
insist
library.
you stop, Inspector Norm. You know very well you're not authorized by the law to conduct this sort of search.
I'm just looking. I could see it with my eyes. I'm pretty sure I'm allowed. You let me into the office. I'm allowed to look with my eyes. Okay, he will ask her about it.
Jones tell you regarding his estate?
I was expecting to walk all the way over here, and it would just let me not ask him about this.
Here we are. The spider again. You are spinning your web, but Coolio will not fall in it. I'm listening.
What did Walter Jones tell you regarding his estate?
Jones had a lot of money, Jack Norm. But no one knows into whose hands it will go.
Very interesting, really.
Okay. Well, I don't know what else to do today, so I guess I'll see you next week for Sinking Island on Mystery Mondays.